Hey guys, and welcome to another video on how to make an app like Instagram, and today we will be adding in a following feature and a logout feature. So let's get started. So first go into your Parse project, and it should be named Instagram if you named it what I named it, and just create a column named following who with a capital W, just by hit add column and then make it a type of array and just name it and just hit create. I already created mine right here. And so the way we're going to do this is we're going to defaultly put the own user's name into the following who, so that by default in the feed they can view their own posts in their feed. So we're going to do that right when they register by default. So what I've done is I've just added in and followed another user just to show you guys that it works. But yeah, let's get started coding. So in your post table view controller, create a, actually, never mind, yeah, let's do it a different way. So in your view did load, let's create a user query. So do let user query equals pfuser.query, and then user query dot where key, and we want to select this one, which has the equal to, and make the key username, and key just means column if you didn't know, and it should be equal to if user.print user.username. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. So after this, we can just do user query dot find objects in background with block, and just do objects and cast that as any object. Error no. Oh wait, no. There goes this error, and this will return us an array of objects and an array if there is one. So the first thing we want to do is check if the error exists. So do if error equals nil, and then if the error does not exist, then there's no error. But if it does, then you just want to do ns log error. And really the difference between nslog and print is that nslog will show like the name of the app and what time it's printing it out, and print will just print the text that you want it to print. And nslog should be used for like error, like when there's like an error, you should use nslog to print out in the console that there's an error. So if there's no error, then we want to do if let objects equals objects as pf, or an array of pf object. Okay, good. So now for object and objects, we want to. So we pretty much know that there's only going to be one object that we're going to get out of this query, because we're setting the where key to be equal to the current user's username. So we know that it's only going to return one object. So what we can do is do let following who equals object following who as this array. So we're just getting the array from our database, just getting this value. And now we're just going to call load data, and what we're actually going to do is we're going to pass in a variable to this function. So in your load data, create a new parameter in this function named following who, and the type will be ns array. So load data with the array that we got, following who, and yeah, you need to put self before that, and right after this we can just delete our load data, but we still need to keep the table view.reload data because it still needs to reinstantiate the table view, which will load all the posts. So this code does look good. I think it should work. And oh yeah, also we need to actually do this in the refresh pulled to, and just change this. Wait. Oh, did I do that wrong? Oh no, I didn't. Okay, so change all because so in Swift 2, it's actually going to give you an error. I mean, a warning if you use var when you can use let. And honestly, I just like to get rid of the warning, so just replace it with let. So, this does look clean. But now in our load data, we actually have to do a new filter in our query. So do query dot where key, and we're not doing equal to this time. We're doing contained in. So now put in the column name, and in our post that should be added by, and the value for added by should be contained in the following. So what this is doing is it's just going to retrieve all the posts where added by, the column right here, is where, so it's going to get all the posts where added by is contained in our following array. And yeah, we need to cast it as an any object array. So this should, oh wait, one more thing. So in Xcode 7, if you have Xcode 7, there's this new error called like NS app transport security, which basically what it's doing is it's only allowing secure connections to servers, and unfortunately this will not work with Parse anymore, but there is a way around it. So go into your project directory. In my case, it's right here, Instagram. Go into your folder and just click on info.plist and open it with your default, what do you call it? Text editor, and just add in this code exactly. So, whoops. I actually found this on Stack Overflow. You just need to add this into your info.plist. I'll leave a link to this post in the description. But anyway, just add this into your info file, just like this. And then you should be good. And so if we run this, it should work. It's taking a long time to retrieve the posts. A very long time. Did we do something wrong, or is it just being slow? Let me just read this code. Looks good. Oh no, it just... Let's try rerunning it. Okay, I'm just gonna quit my simulator. Oh no. Xcode 7 is actually, I have El Capitan on my Mac, so Xcode 7 has been being pretty buggy recently. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Let's log in. Yeah, okay, so there you go. So as you can see, it's actually only retrieving the posts that are by me, admin, and admin test. So if you take a look in our array, The only two posts that we have are, the only two users that I'm following are myself, admin, and admin test. And just to make sure, to show you that it is working, there are 3 posts that are by a user named test, and they are not being loaded in my feed. So that's working. So another thing that we're going to do is just log the user out. So how we're going to do this is we're going to create a new settings page. If it will load. Okay. So create a view controller, and I'm going to make mine an iPhone 4-inch with the iPhone 5 and 5S. And we're just going to create a button. It's just going to be very, very simple. That says log out. And we need to assign this storyboard this view controller a storyboard ID. So we'll do settings, VC. And then we're going to add an item button right here that says settings on it. And just create a show action seg from this button to this view controller. And so now create a new file, Cocoa touch class, and make it a subclass of UI view controller if it's not defaultly selected. Name it settings view controller. Create. Okay, so, oh my gosh. This is what I'm saying. Okay. So now we need to put the class as settings view controller in our storyboard. There it is. And we can just go into split view to see it. Okay. So we're going to create an action outlet and name it log out. So now this is actually really, really simple. So all you have to do is pf user dot I need to import Parse. Parse import bolts, and now just do pf user dot log out. That's all. But it's just going to log the user out. But really, what we have to do also is redirect them to our login view controller. And we actually named this. Oh, we didn't assign a storyboard ID, so let's just name it login VC. Did we name this one? Did we label any of them? Yeah, okay, we didn't do this one either. So just assign your register view controller a register VC storyboard ID. You should just do this because it's more practical, and in the future it'll be easier to decipher which view controller belongs to which storyboard ID. But yeah, so now just do let VC equals self.storyboard dot instantiate view controller with identifier, and our storyboard ID was login VC. And now you just have to do self.present view controller VC animated true, completion nil. So let's run it. See if this works. Okay, let's log in. Okay, so go to settings, log out. Yep, there we go. So it's, as you can see, it redirected us here. And you can't really tell, but it did log us out. Yeah, it won't tell us, but it did. But, anyway, this is how you add following features and log out features to our Spectrogram app. And hopefully in the next tutorial I will teach you guys how to add comments and likes. But those two features are actually pretty hard to implement. But anyway guys, thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next tutorial.